let's talk PCCs. How y'all doing today? Y'all good? I'm great. Thank you so much for asking. So we are talking about pistol caliber carbines. Now they come in all shapes, sizes, lengths, different platforms. They all share the same character though, which is pistol calibers. So regardless of how big or how small they are or what platform it is, they all shoot a pistol caliber out of it. And I enjoy PCCs very, very much. So this is why we are going to talk about a few PCCs that I have and that I want to share with you. So with that being said, let's go into the first runner-up, which is, and she is clear, which is that High Point Model 995. Now, I know that they have a 45, and everybody keeps telling me, Yoki, if you think that's fun, you definitely need to try the 45. Unfortunately, I have not been able to get my hands on a 45, but as far as this 9mm goes, it did perform quite well for me at the range, so I'm not mad at it at all. The sights on it are pretty good. You have a hooded front sight, and you have a ghost ring rear sight, but I can't say the only gripe, or one of the gripes that I do have with it is the loading. To me, the magazines are not the best made magazines, and when you're actually loading them, they don't feel like they sit properly. So you spend the extra time, trying to check and make sure that you have a round actually chambered before you actually move forward. But it looks pretty tacked out. You do have a lot of pick space on here, and it does have that, like I said, that tactical look. The trigger on it is not the greatest, but for the price of it and who we're talking about here, I think they did a pretty good job. I'm not gonna down too much, but as far as this High Point goes, it is pretty neat. So this is the Model 995 High Point. Put that over here. Up next, we are going to talk about something else that I think is pretty cool. I'm really not the biggest fan of this. This is that Kel-Tec Sub 2000. I'm not a fan of it, not because it folds, but because to me, I feel like they could have just put a little bit more into it as far as the quality goes. In my opinion, it just feels quite cheap. Not saying that it's not a fun shoot. It could be a very fun shoot, but it's not a comfortable shoot. And for me, it definitely has to be an all-around fun, or an all-around, how can I say, an all-around situation to where it's comfortable, it's fun, but I can't say it does look pretty cool. Now, as you saw, this Kel-Tec does fold all the way in half, and how you would engage that folding is you would pull down here on the trigger guard, and you can engage that to fold that back like so. Now you have crazy pick space on here. Your sights are pretty decent. You have a ghost ring sight and a pin sight on front. So it's all right. It's all right. It's not the most comfortable shoot, as I was saying. Charging is back here in the back. But once you get into it, I guess you would actually have to just feel it out all the way for you to really, I guess, appreciate what it is that they were trying to do. So that is the Kel-Tec Sub 2000. All right, so now this one is pretty cool. It's pretty similar, but I feel like this was actually a response. Now this is that Trailblazer pivot. Now it does share something quite similar to the Sub 2000, and when I say similar, meaning that it actually swivels. So this one here, you would engage this button right here on the front, and let's engage that button. And it will pivot like so. Now, you don't have to worry about any mishaps, because it will not fire unless it is totally engaged and closed. Now this is also chambered in 9mm, and when I say it is a tough looking, now this does have some weight to it. So it does have a better feel to it as far as what the manufacturer was doing and giving it would actually close and lock like so. Giving us something pretty neat. Shoot wise, it shoots amazing. The only issue I had was I couldn't keep the magazine in the magazine holder, but it ran like a dream. It does take Glock magazines. We do have a beautiful flat gold trigger on here, and it's super neat. This is the pivot, chambered in 9mm. All right, now up next, we have this champ. She is clear, and this is that Draco Neck 9. Yes, Draco has a pistol caliber that is ran out of this beautiful carbine on the AK platform. Again, she is clear. She has all the standard workings of an AK. Your charging handle here is yeah, pretty much standard, and your sights on here are standard AK sights. And this is also something super, super fun. I enjoy this very much so. This is that Draco Neck 9. Now, up next, we have this little one. This little one here is the Charles Daly. This is the Pack 9, also chambered in 9mm on the AK platform. You have your pretty much standard front AK sight on here. The rear sight is not so standard, but it is a very comfortable sight. We're running the Hollison. This is the HS403B on here, and it also comes with a sling. So because it's not braced, you can use your sling to kind of extend that and get that extra leverage on here when you're shooting. But because it's 9mm, it's not going to give you no crazy recoil, but that just gives you that extra support in it while you're shooting. Now, this one came with a Beretta magwell, but it also had the Glock magwell exchange that I was able to switch those magwells out. Now, I don't know if all of them come with it. I don't know, but mine did. So I was able to switch out the magwell, and we can now run Glock magazines out of here. So this is that Charles Daly Pack 9. Also super fun. Now, remember we were talking about all shapes and sizes? Yes. Let's talk about that Smith & Wesson response. It shot well, but it did not feel good. Now all of these have been reviewed, so if you want to watch the review on this response, make sure you go back and check it out. And I'll give you those specifics as to when I say it didn't feel good when I was shooting. It was a pretty rough shoot. But for the most part, it performed great. It has nice weight to it. You're able to actually control this very well because she is quite light. This also comes with a magwell exchange to where you can run Glock magazines if you go ahead and switch that out. So that is a good thing. It also comes with some rail covers in your bag. So make sure you check your box and check out everything that comes in your box. So you can really dress this up and make this, your own. We did run, and I know it would have to be, if not 200 rounds, a little bit over 200 rounds, and the heat control was perfect. I did not have, any issues as far as it getting too hot. But if that is a case, or you see yourself running, really running it hard, you do have the ability to put those rail covers on here to not only give it a look, but to kind of absorb some of that heat. Grip feels good. This has the standard M&P grip on here with that aggressive sandpaper feel. You do have your adjustable stock and that flat trigger. So yes, the trigger could have been better, but for what it is, they did all right. The Smith & Wesson response. All right, so let's go for this one here. This one here first. This one she is clear. This is my CZ Scorpion Evo 3S1. Now, these are fun, especially when they are braced. They are a world of fun. Even if they're not braced, you can throw a sling on here, and like I was telling you, you can use that sling to try to give you that leverage when you're shooting so that it's not moving around or carrying on too much. But because it is chambered in 9mm, you will not have too much of, too much recoil, but it's just the comfortability of it when you're able to, either you brace that really good up against yourself and get that, those shots out. Now with this here, the only gripe I would say is the actual safety on the right side. So when you are shooting, the safety kind of gets in the way, but you do have the ability to delete that safety, and you still have the safety on the other side because it is ambidextrous, but it's a really cool shoot. This is that CZ Scorpion Evo 3S1. Chambered in 9mm. All right, let's move on to another Scorpion. As you can see here, this one does have a brace on it, and this is the CZ Scorpion Evo 3S2. We are running the AMG UH1 on here, and it does have flip-up sights for you to use if that is something that you choose. Again, and this actually proves, or kind of touch bases on what I was saying on my S1 as far as deleting that safety. The safety has been deleted on this one, but we still have the safety on your left side of it that you can engage with your thumb. And when I say fun, a lot of fun. This is that CZ Scorpion. This one's a little heavier. CZ Scorpion Evo 3S2. And like I was telling you, it has the collapsible brace on here. Chambered in 9mm. All right, so up next, let's talk about that PTR. As you can see, we do not have any optics on here because I really enjoy this as is. Super fun, also chambered in 9mm. And when I say fun, it is fun. I don't know what it is that gives it such an enjoyable shoot, but it's great. Super great. So if you want to see this again, let me know. As I was telling you, all of these have been reviewed already on the channel, and let's talk about it some more. So let me know exactly what it is that you, which one of these you are interested in seeing next. It does have the folding brace on here, and the chamber is clear, so she is safe, and you can also slap this. So very fun. The barrel is threaded. We are not running suppressors. I don't know, how do y'all feel about suppressors? Drop that in the comments. Is that something you think that I would really enjoy? Me, I like to hear my rifle, pistol, whatever it is that I'm shooting. I like to hear it. I like to feel it. I know it's better on your hearing and all that stuff, but that's why you have hearing protection. And if you need to double up on the hearing protection, you put your buds in and you put your headphones on. But I like to feel and hear my shots. So running suppressed, yes, I have, but it's not nothing to say, oh my God, I gotta go get it. But let me know what you feel about running suppressed. How do you feel about that? Drop that in the comments. So we do have options to run suppressed, but I just need to be convinced. So this is that PTR chambered in 9mm. Now, you guys just saw this not too long ago, and this is my Banshee. This is that MK10 chambered in 10mm. Fun. Well, I said that in the beginning, that carbines are such fun shoots, because not saying the 5.56 223 has a lot of recoil, but when you're shooting pistol calibers and things like this, it just it almost seems like the time goes by so fast. You know how you say time flies when you're having fun? That's literally what we're talking about here. So you got to make sure you take extra rounds or extra cash to buy some rounds, because before you know it, you will be dry. And this Banshee MK10 CMMG is great. We do have the adjustable brace on here. We have a nice grip. As you see, this is that midnight bronze color. Super beautiful. A lot of pick space if you want to add anything to it. The only gripe about this one, because it does have a smooth mag release, it's kind of a little bit more difficult for me to find. I find myself rubbing that dust cover and wanting to engage the dust cover, which nothing's going to happen if you do that. But that mag release is right down here. But the functions on here are pretty standard as far as when it comes to like the AR. But you have your extended charging handle, which is beautiful. But yes, these are also a whole lot of fun. This is that CMMG Banshee MK10. All right. Now, up next, we have another Banshee, and she is clear, as you can see here. But this Banshee is that MK57, so this one is chambered in 5.7, and ooh, amazing. Flat shoot, well, all of them are flat shoots. All of them are, because like I said, they're pistol calibers, but smooth. This is very, very smooth. It's nice, light, tiny, extended charging handle. You have your ambidextrous safety selectors on here, your standard mag drops as far as the AR goes. But again, we do share that same magazine release. There was nothing in that magazine, let me show you. And the chamber is clear. That mag release, but the muscle memory, you just gotta rub it and find it, and you will definitely get that magazine dropped. This one has the threaded barrel, so if you want to run suppressed, y'all convince me. If y'all want to run suppressed, you can definitely get that done. We are running the Vortex. This one is the Crossfire, and it's a great combination. CMMG Banshee MK57. And last but not least, we have this beauty here. Let's open up this bolt so we can do a visual check. The bolt is, there you go. She is clear. There is no magazine. And this here is that baby. This is the SIG MPX chambered in 9mm. We're running that SIG Romeo 5 on here. We do have that tube collapsible brace. Super fun. We did bring this out to the range the other day. If you have not seen this video, make sure that you check it out. Comfortability is there, and she is awesome. We also have some flip-up sights on here. If you don't want to run any red dots or anything of that sort, you do have the ability to use the sights, which they are great. This is also one of those that you hold nice and snug and just send those rounds down range. Capacity on these are also very nice. That pistol grip is great. It's mildly, well, it's quite textured in the palm area, and you do have some ridges in the back. So it does give you that extra security in your hand when you're holding it. We have the adapter here to run that 2-point sling, or if you just wanted to run a 1-point, that is there. So this is that SIG MPX chambered in 9mm. Super nice. So we've talked about AR platforms, we've talked about AK platforms, we've talked about folding carbines, we talked about pivoting carbines, we've talked about different calibers. Well, we had quite a bit of 9mm. We had one 10mm, and we also had a 5.7. What was your favorite? If you had one to choose right now, which one would you grab and take? Drop that in the comments. I'm interested to know. Don't ask me that question because I enjoy them all, some more than others, but I enjoy them all. They are all very nice shooting carbines. All right, kind of wish we were at the range so I can tell you that I love it when things work. But yo, gang, listen, I do not have a TikTok. I do not have a WhatsApp. I do not have a Telegram. You are not speaking with me. Please do not share any information with them. Please do not send them any money. Please do not even conversate with them. It is not me. They are scammers, and they are really trying to tarnish my name. For the people who has communicated with them and sent them some money, now they're in a situation where they can't get their money back. They can't contact the people because obviously you've been scammed already. So please do not talk with them. And I think what kind of hurts my feeling the most is when people come into the comments and say, well, yo, we were just talking last night, and let me explain to you, or can we talk again? You're not talking to me. I'm sorry, it's not me. And Instagram, I see that they're doing it on Instagram as well. They're sending DMs, they're sending follow requests, and then that's how they're, reeling you guys in. Please be aware. Please, I am asking you. So with that being said, yo, gang, I want to say I love it when things work, but I love y'all for life.